Islam creates the most wonderful countries, the most astounding places for humanity and society. And if you're debating moving into an Islamic country or maybe allowing for your country to become an Islamic one, I want to show you one of the best examples. The example of Pakistan, my friends. Oh, it's a treat. Boy, oh boy, are you lucky to be watching this video. And just a little bit of warning that it might come with some gagging side effects.
It's very common in Lahore to see people relieving themselves in the middle of the street. I was really surprised to see how casually they do it. The man was pooping on the road right there. And over here they're cooking food. And the man spat on my foot at the same time, as you can see. The spaces between houses are completely filled with garbage, as you can see. Basically, every place that isn't a house is overflowing with trash. It's really impossible for me to describe the smell and sensing. This market, which follows no hygiene rules, is an open threat to public health.
But don't worry, my friends. Countries under Sharia law are better off than Western countries, according to Decker Carlson. Better off.
The food cooked outdoors is far, far from meeting hygiene standards. But since people in this region have been eating this kind of food for a long time, they've developed a kind of immunity. Foreigners visiting the city are strongly advised not to eat this food. It's even recommended not to brush your teeth using tap water. When accumulating garbage completely fills the streets of Lahore. In the city, the lack of sidewalks and disregard for pedestrians make the city even less livable.
Okay. Literally disgusting. And so why are we talking about Pakistan today, you might be wondering to yourselves, and that's a good question. Well, because Pakistan at the moment are in the midst of negotiating between Iran and America, and J.D. Vance is planning on going to visit. By the way, if you're using Kalshi, make sure to use my code Meira, of course. Thank you in advance. J.D. Vance is considering going to Pakistan, and people are debating, is it going to be soon? Is it going to be not soon? And as we know, the Iran negotiations are going downhill from here. But here's the thing about Pakistan, is that when you're trusting a country to negotiate for you, you should know a little bit about their ideology and what they're planning on sending outwards, right? Here's this video that I found unbelievably interesting from a tourist in the UK, okay? This is footage from the UK, which, if you don't know, is overwhelming.
Birmingham البريطانية. صراحة أنا استغربت لما شفت هذا الشيء، بس بعدين فكرت في الموضوع، وهاي المدينة فيها كثير باكستانيين، يعني خاصية من شمال باكستان وأغلبهم شيعة.
See, the thing is that these Pakistanis are not just living in Pakistan, which would be one thing, right, if they were just there. They are actively moving into other locations and trying to spread their ideologies, which to me is a little bit problematic, because when you understand what their ideologies are, you start to realize this is not great thing. It's not something that we want in our countries, and it's not something that we would want anywhere. Let's listen.
Haqqaniya, Pakistan's oldest and best-known Islamic religious seminary, or madrasa. It's been preaching a hardline interpretation of Islam since 1947. He, too, considers Osama bin Laden and Mullah Omar heroes.
So that England, which is now covered in Pakistanis, comes from a country that believes that Osama bin Laden was a hero. He was a hero, my friends. By the way, welcome to the Pushback. I'm Meira K, your host. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We so appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for your attention to this matter. Let's go.
He says they all volunteered. and that he sent no one out to wage jihad.
Isn't that so nice? They all volunteered. All his people volunteer for jihad. They don't have to force them into jihad. You wouldn't force somebody to go kill themselves. You just indoctrinate them so that they go and kill themselves and other people at the same time. They're so nice. They all volunteered. Look at that. Wow, Pakistan, you've really outdone yourself on the moral high ground. Boy, oh boy. You should totally be negotiating the Iran deal. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The West never gave the Taliban a chance to implement their system properly, he says. But although they had to wage war against the West, they were able to make peace in their own country.
The West never gave a Taliban a chance. And if we just given them a chance, we would have seen what a successful Taliban takeover looks like. Guys, it's the West's fault. The Taliban being so psychotic, that's the West's fault because we didn't give them the chance that they deserved. Duh.
Today, his graduates become not just imams and teachers, but also politicians and car mechanics. They're all meant to spread Islam. It's their duty to preach Islam to the whole world, he says. More than that, it's their mission.
So they become car mechanics and they become people everywhere, so that everywhere you go, Muslims and Islamists are pushing their agenda on you. So you can run, but you cannot hide. That is the plan. If you liked what Pakistan looked like in this video, it can come to you soon if you just let the Taliban do their work, of course.
All meant to spread Islam. It's their duty to preach Islam to the whole world, he says. More than that, it's their mission. Some stay only a year or two. Others complete all their religious education here and later open their own mosques or madrasas. Younger pupils are taught in the building next door. Saeed Ullah is learning English so he can spread Islam to the entire world. Of course, Islam should rule everywhere, he says. The whole world has to become Muslim.
His eyes look dead. This is not what a kid should look like.
The Islamic justice system has to apply all over the world.
And unfortunately, not only are they preaching this to these kids, but they're actually actively spreading across. And these people are coming and to a European city near you. Because as we said, this is happening in the UK as the Pakistanis spread everywhere. Not only is their own country revolting and their ideology dangerous, they are building out a mission to spread it everywhere. So you won't have to go visit like J.D. Vance is. You can just be there. You could just be at home. And Pakistan ideology is coming to you. How wonderful, my friends. How absolutely wonderful. Thank you for your attention to this matter.